Good morning to all. Myself, Professor Nidhi Joshi. I'm revising the subject Image Processing and Computer Vision. The subject code for the subject is CS803. So, basically, my agenda for today's session is to discuss majorly about the first unit. Basically, if I am talking about this subject, image processing and computer vision, it is having total 5 units. First one is introduction to computer vision and image processing. Second unit is related to the image representation and description. Third unit is related to the region analysis. Fourth unit is related to the facet model recognition, and fifth unit basically it's related to the knowledge based vision. If I'm talking about the objective of this subject, objective of this subject is to understand the major concept and the techniques involved in the image processing and computer vision. Secondly, it will be going to demonstrate the computer vision image processing knowledge by designing and implementing the algorithm in order to solve the practical problem, like how we can use the erosion algorithm, dilation algorithm, how we can apply the segmentation, quantization, like different algorithm, like in order to solve the practical problem. As well as the next objective is to understand like what is the current research areas, particularly in computer vision and image processing, as well as like we have to prepare ourselves for the research, particularly in this field. So that is the main objective behind studying this subject. So in my session I will be discussing about what is an image processing, computer vision, difference between image processing and computer vision, like how image processing and computer vision comes into the picture. So as we all know that the human eye has between 6 and 7 million cone cells containing one of three colors. So like the sensitive protons, that is known as opsins. So actually when the photon of the light hit these opsins, they change the shape, triggers the cascade that produce the electric signal, which in turn transmit the message to the brain for the interpretation. Look, that is the general phenomena, like as soon as the light that strikes to the eyes. So like how particularly if a person is seeing some object, so how it will be producing how the human eye will be producing the image, particularly will be first of all like interpreting, classifying that image and recognizing that object. So this is the general phenomena. So this whole process, it's, if we are seeing, it's a complex phenomena. Making a machine to interpret this at a human level has always been a challenge. Like if we are focusing particularly on this on this point, like how we are going to train the machine that will interpret the object, that will recognize, will see the object, interpret the object, recognize the object, and will be producing the output just like the human being. So that is the challenge for the developer, for the researcher, how they will implement the machine. So the motivation behind the modern day machine vision system lies at the core of emulating the human vision for recognizing the pattern, face, rendering the two imaginary from the 3D world into the 3. So like both this, the image processing and computer vision, that they are a very exciting field of the computer vision. Yeah, both these fields looks like a similar, but actually they are different. They are having the difference. So let us first see what is a computer vision, what is an image processing, and what is the difference between this. So in the computer vision, the computer or machines are made to gain the high level understanding from the input digital image or the videos with the purpose of automating the task that the human visual system can do. It may use many techniques. So image processing is just one of the technique that we are going to use for the computer vision. In the same way, if I am talking about the image processing, the image processing, like it's the field of enhancing the image by tuning, by changing, by modifying some parameters or the feature of the image. Or in a very simple word, we can say that image processing is the subset of the computer vision. So certain transformation function we are applying over the image. That's why we can change, we can tune the parameters and the feature. Now let us quickly see difference between the image processing and computer vision. So image processing, basically it is going to focus on processing the raw input image to enhance or prepare them to other tasks, whereas the computer vision is focused on extracting the information from the input image or the videos to have a proper understanding of them, to predict the visual input just like the human brain. So like in fact, for the image processing, certain approaches, methods like the hidden Markov model, independent component analysis, different filtering techniques we are using. In the same way we are using for the computer vision, we are using the techniques like the machine learning techniques, CNN, different algorithms we are going to use. So image processing is a subset of the computer vision, or the opposite is the computer vision is a superset of the image processing. So if we are talking about some of the example of the image processing application are the rescaling image, correct illumination, changing the tones, etc. If I am talking about some of the application of the computer visions are the object detection, face detection, handwriting recognition. Like these are all the some of the example. Now let us see vision. Like what is a vision and what is a computer vision? The vision allows human to perceive and understand the world surrounding them, whereas the computer vision aims to duplicate the effect of the human vision. जो भी human का vision है, that is going to duplicate by electronically, with the help of some machine, by electronically perceiving and understanding the image. So like this example is there. So here like one animal, the beast, that is moving here, like it's from this image we can say that this beast like it's the black and white image, like it's the image, it's a image of some field, some land is there where the beast is moving slowly. The beast color we can say it's the black and white image. The movement is rhythmic like either going front, back, left or right. So various model for the cow silhouette, a straight line boundary approximation has been learned from training data and is able to adapt the different animal and the different form of occlusion. Like from this example, from this example, from this image, we are trying to see like what will be the next movement of this animal. From this image, our main objective is to get maximum information from this image, and we can know much more thing about particularly about this field, and trying to identify like what will be the next movement of the beast. So just like we have used a certain different model, like by changing some parameter, like certain techniques that we have applied, and seeing the different like what are possibilities that will be there. So here like one more thing, like why computer vision is difficult. The computer vision is difficult because first reason is the loss of the information. Like all the images are in the 3D and we are capturing in 2D, so some part of the information is lost. Interpretation of image, like how we are interpreting the image. Third difficulty is the noise is inherently present in each measurement in the real world. So with the noise, so like some distortion of the image is there, so we have to we'll try to minimize this type of error from the image also. Next difficulty is like too much data. If too much data is there, it will be bulky. Brightness measured And the last difficulty is the local window versus the need for the global view. So these are some 6 major difficulties that is there with the computer vision. So next is image representation and the image analysis task. So image understanding by a machine can be seen as an attempt to find the relation between the input image and previously established model of the observed image. So हम लोग we are using the 2 different level. First one is the low level processing, second one is a high level processing. In the low level processing we are having the object or the image of the object, and we are having the 2D image or the raw data we are having. Like on the raw data we are converting it into the 2D images. We are having the 2D images. We are converting into the digital images, certain transformation functions like the region, edges, scaling that we are performing over the image, and at last we are having the high level processing. High level processing, we are trying to understand the object which is there in the image. So transition from input image to the model reduce the information content in the image to the relevant information for the application domain. This involves certain steps at certain levels for representing the image that we are going to use. So we are having the 2 type of the processing. First one is the low level processing and second one is the high level processing. So next we are having the computer vision model. The computer vision model is a processing block that takes the uploaded inputs like the images or the videos and predict or return the pre-learned concepts or the label. If I am talking about the example of this technology, like we are using the uploaded inputs, images or the videos, and predicting or like giving the output, the pre-learned with the concepts or the label, like basically what type of object is there in the image. So example if I am talking about, it includes the image recognition, visual recognition and the facial recognition. Like just like in the Google, like if we are having the group photo and if we have assigned the labels, like particularly this image is of some person ABC, and like the second image is of the person DEF, and like this. So it will correctly uniquely identify the persons which are there in the image. So at an abstract level, the goal of the computer vision problem is to use the observed image data to infer something about the world or to describe a mathematical framework for solving this type of problem and to recognize the resulting model into the useful subgroup. So what we have to do, we have to train a computer vision model is one component of the complex and the iterative understanding which can often seem like very difficult. So with AI method we'll try to make this process simple and approachable, like training the model that will interpret the image just like the human being. So that is a big challenge. So in order to accomplish this process very nicely and smoothly, certain AI method that we are going to use that will help us to make this process simple and approachable. So here we are using the label training data to teach the model what the desired output is. The label training data, the already computed data is there, and accordingly we are uniquely identifying the object and producing the desired output. So the model training cycle, it involves the data collection, the data collection like the uploaded image, like images or the videos, like we are feeding it to the system. Say we are applying certain training that the data, like what is important data, जो भी हमें required data रहता है according to the problem, that we are fetching it from there, we are training that data, certain models, certain approaches we are applying and giving it to the model catalog, and at last we are testing the data. So it involves that what type of the model we are going to use, the data set generation, data set annotation, model training, and testing and using. So the types of the model, कौन से objects से, what are those objects in the image, what are the key points on an object, what pixel belongs to each object. So all those type of the problem will be addressed in the type of model. Next is the image classification. Like if we are talking about the image classification, it will identify the most significant object class in the image. In computer vision, we are referring to each class as a label. Like here we have used a general classification model. Like generally we are using the always Sai GoogleNet to identify the clothing, like particularly if I am looking for the particularly Adidas brand t-shirt, like where it is available. If I am looking for some sports shoes of the some brand like the Skechers, Puma, so I will say like particularly I want some sports shoes for the morning walk purpose, or like for some other purpose I am looking for with some specific colors. So that will help us to correctly identify the image. The model would take an image as input, and it would output a label along with the confidence the model and for the particular label compared to the other label. So here I am looking for the particularly sports shoes of particularly brand, of some specific brand, always AI, and the output is this. Is the object detection. When the location of the object is important, object detection DNNs are typically used. This network return a set of the coordinate called the bounding box that specify an area of the input image containing an object along with the confidence value for the bounding box and a label. So object detection, we are having this image, like both this image are the same. Here for this image, for this one image we had applied two different model, this model 1 and model 2, and model 1 say we have interpreted that one girl is sitting at some place and the one bottle is kept here. You are seeing some green dotted boundary is there, boundary at this place and this place, and the second model is detecting that one girl is sitting at some place, and we have found different types of the water bottle, and the boundary is shown with the red color. So the two detection model output, in this case we see that both the model can detect the person, but one model is able to detect both type of model, whereas the other like the model has found only one. Like if you are looking for particularly objects which are there in the image. So next we are having the image segmentation. It is important to understand the exact shape of the object. So this will generate a pixel level boundary for each object, which is achieved through the image segmentation. Object landmark detection. The object landmark detection is for labeling the certain key points in the image that contains the important features which are there in the object. So the model application, the computer vision model can be applied to the whole host of the various application. Like if you are going for some in the particularly we are using it for some medical field also. Data set generation. The computer vision model training begins with assembling a quality data set. Using an existing annotated database, like the existing annotated data set. So like this picture is representing of some place, like where different type of the car of the different time and the different type of the car is placed. So Here you can compile your data set by recording the video, taking the photos, or searching for freely available videos and images online. Yes, and next important is like using a digitally generated data set, like artificially, or like you are creating one data set by yourself. So this is some, particularly if we are going for designing for some new house, so a rough idea we have designed, like after the work done by our company, like some interior designing company is there, and after the work done in your house by our company, by our interior designing company, your the place will look like this. So here we have a digitally generated data set we have created. And next is the data augmentation. Finally, a technique that can be used to boost your current data set. Going to boost the current data set. This involves taking the existing data set image, flipping, rotating, cropping, like different approaches, different way we are boosting the current data set. Data annotation. Annotation is the process of selecting a portion of the image and assigning a label to that region. And annotated data are input to model training by the supervised learning, so that we can use for the coming time. Model training. After the data are collected and annotated, they are used as input for the model training. The data are fed to the DNN, which then output the prediction, a label. Output हमें कैसे मिलेगा? A certain set of the label for the image classification, label and the bounding box for the object detection, label maps for the image segmentation, key point set for the landmark detection, all of which are accompanied by a confidence. So, and finally we are testing the application. In a very simple way, if I am talking about the computer vision model, you can, like if you are developing some software, like in fact for the development of the software, you are following the step, like first gathering the information relevant to the project. After that you are going for the designing, then implementing, testing, and so on. So in fact for the computer vision problem, you are also following the same process. So to continue with the next topic, so already I covered what is a vision, mission, so the computer vision, it takes the images and the videos as input and give information such as the size, shapes, color as the output. The system use the camera and sensors to collect the input. With this device, the computer vision can study the images and videos to produce the result in the real time. If I am taking the best example for the computer vision, like nowadays we are using the self-driving car. So their system are used for helping the autonomous car for driving, and the self-driving cars can find out like the spots objects such as the light poles, pedestrian, like the nearby or any other vehicles with the computer vision. This is the systems create the 3D model of the road and predicts the crashes, so that we can avoid more accidents in the coming time. We are training. And some more example of the computer vision is the shelf management. We are using in for the retail, at the retail places also. And like already I discussed, like what are all the problems, the loss of the information, like from the 3D to 2D, the noise is there, dynamic scenes such as those which are associated with the moving object or the moving cameras. So it's very difficult to deal with that type of problem. So image processing is like applies the mathematical function to the image. The outcome of the image processing may or may not provide the detailed data, like the certain transformation function that we are applying on the image, like the sharpening, smoothing, stretching, contrasting over the image. So like the transformation applied over the image. The computer perceives the image as 2D signal that consists of the rows and the column of the pixel. The input taken by image processing system can provide the useful data in many applications. Like we can use for in the hospital for the medical purposes, like the CT scan, ultrasound, MRI. So important data about the patient, so that the early diagnosis of the disease and the treatment could be started for the disease as soon as possible. Image processing is used in every smartphone also, like आप लोग भी you are also enhancing the image. The motivation toward the computer vision and image processing, like with this you can evolve the business operation that includes the visual aspects. Simplify the business process, like the quality control, inventory management, medical imaging, etc. Computer vision is difficult, like loss of interpretation, noise, too much data, brightness, local window, like all those things. And this is the next is the image representation, low level and the high level process. Yes, next I am discussing about the image representation. So mathematical models are used to describe the image and other signals. Signals क्या होते हैं? Signal is a function depending on some variable with the physical meaning. So variable dependencies can be 1 dimension, 2 dimension, 3 dimension. Scalar function that we are using is the monochromatic image. Vector function that represent the color image consisting of the 3 component color. ये जो functions है that can be the continuous or the discrete. So the continuous function, like कैसे हम लोग we can say that the image function, तो certain functions values that we are going to use, or it's represented with the help of the brightness. So brightness, basically it is representing the image function value correspond to the brightness at the image point. The brightness integrates the different optical quantities. Like mathematically कैसे इसको represent करते हैं. Next one is the lowest value रहती है तो that is the black, and the highest value रहती है तो that is the white. The brightness value bounded by these limits are called the gray level. And the quality of the digital image grows in proportion to the spatial resolution, spectral resolution, radiometric resolution, and the time resolution. The quality of the digital image, it's like proportion to the spatial, spectral, radiometric, and the time. Next we are having the image digitization. The image digitization, it means that the image to be processed by the computer or the machine must be represented by using the appropriate data structure. We are using the appropriate data structure like the matrices or the matrix representation. An image captured by a sensor is expressed as a continuous function x, y of 2 coordinate in the plane. The image digitization means that the function f of x, y is sampled into a matrix with m rows and n columns. Image digitization assigned to each continuous sample an integer value. The continuous range of image function f of x, y is split into k interval. If the finer the sampling, the larger the m and n value, and the quantization, that is the larger the k, the better the approximation of the continuous image function, that is f of x, y achieved. And next we are having the sampling. A continuous image is digitized, is divided at the sampling point. These sampling points are ordered in the plane and their geometric relation is called the grid. Like square grid, ये है hexagonal grid. Generally हम लोग ये 2 टाइप की grids यूज करते हैं. One more term that is associated is the pixel or the image element. Small sampling point in the grid corresponds to one picture element, उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं pixel or the image element. Next is the quantization. Digital image की properties है, has several properties that is related both to the matrix or the topological. Certain condition ये hold करके रखता है, like the identity, symmetric or the triangular, and we are calculating the Euclidean distance is given by this formula. Next is edge. An edge concept that we are using for the image analysis. This is the local property of a pixel, and its immediate neighborhood is a vector given by the magnitude and direction, which tell us how the image intensities varies in the small neighborhood of a pixel. Crack edge भी हम लोग use करते हैं. Generally हम लोग 4 or the 8 edge, the boundary edge that we are considering. Like certain terminologies that are associated. Convex hull क्या होता है? Convex hull of a region is the smallest convex region containing the input region. Next we are having the topological property. Basically it is describing the quantitative properties invariance to the small changes. Next we are having like certain morphological image operation that we are performing on the image. First we'll see what is a morphological image processing. Fundamental operation that we are applying over the images, the erosion, dilation, opening, closing, hit or miss transformation, and next is the compound operation. So if I am talking about what is the morphological operation, the binary image contain the numerous imperfection. The binary image produced by simple thresholding are distorted by the noise and the texture. The morphological image processing pursues the goal of removing this imperfection by accounting the form and structuring the image. So this technique that we are going applying, extending this concept for the gray processing also. So for the morphological image processing, basically it consists of the collection of the non-linear operation related to the shape or the morphological of the feature in an image. What we are doing for the morphological operation, we are reordering the pixel value, not their numerical value, and therefore are especially suited to the processing of the binary image. We have used the concept of the structuring element. A structuring element is nothing. The morphological technique props an image with a small shape or the template called the structuring element. This is the structuring element, and that we are placing over the image. Template that we have used and checking like how much percentage it will be going to match. So the structuring element, generally we are using some 3x3, 5x5 structuring element. Fitting and hitting of binary image with the structuring element. The common to have the odd dimension of the structuring matrix and the origin defined as the center of the matrix. So what we are doing, when a structuring element is placed in the binary image, each of the pixel is associated with the corresponding pixel of the neighborhood under the structuring element. If the pixel is set fit the image, then we set the pixel set to 1. If it didn't set, we'll set it to the 0. If it's fit, then we say it's a hit, otherwise it's a miss. So the four fundamental operation that we are applying over the image is the erosion and the dilation, opening and closing, hit or miss transform, and the compound operation. So if I am seeing what is an erosion, the erosion of a binary image f by the structuring element is denoted by this notation that produces the binary image. We are getting the new binary image with ones in all the location x comma y of the structuring element, origin at which the structuring element s fits the image f, that is g of x comma y is equals to 1 if s fits f and 0 otherwise. Repeating it for all the pixel coordinate. So we are having this grayscale image ग्रे स्केल इमेज पे like this is the binary image after getting the thresholding and the erosion operation that we have performed over this image, over this binary image, and here we have used the 2x2 structuring element. So what it will be doing, we have used the 2x2 structuring element. It will shrinks an image, like it will be removing a layer of pixel from both the inner and the outer boundary of the region. It will be shrinking the image. The erosion operation, it will shrink the image from the inner and the outer boundary, boundary of the region. ये region से inner और outer boundary जो है, it will be going to remove that layer. So after performing the erosion operation, we got the resultant output or the resultant image. The holes and the gaps between the different regions became larger and the small details are eliminated. Here we are applying shrinking an image by stripping away a layer of pixel from both the inner and the outer boundary of the region, and as well as the gaps between the two letters becomes larger and the small details are eliminated. Mathematically we can represent the erosion operation like this. So instead of the 2x2 we have used the 3x3 structuring element. It depends upon the application also. So whereas if I am talking about the dilation operation is the reverse of the erosion operation. Here we are doing the shrinking. We are here, instead of shrinking we are doing the expanding the image, expanding by filling the holes and the gaps between the regions. So we are having the same binary image, we are having the the dilation operation that we have performed over the binary image. So here ये जो gaps वगैरह थे between the region that we had filled, so dilation में shrinking perform कर, erosion में हम लोग shrinking operation perform करते हैं, dilation में हम लोग expansion operation perform करते हैं. Certain compound operation like the complement, intersection, union, certain compound operation that we are performing. One more is a set of operation is the opening and the closing. The opening operation of an image F by structuring element in erosion followed by the dilation operation. First we are performing the erosion operation, shrinking perform करते हैं, and on that erosion operation का output है resultant image है, उस पे हम लोग dilation operation perform करते हैं. So the opening operation we are having this binary image, ये opening operation हम लोगों ने perform किया है. Opening is so called because it can open up the gaps between the object connected by the thin bridge of the pixel. Any region that have survived the erosion are restored to their original by the dilation. And next is the closing operation. The closing operation is a dilation followed by the erosion. पहले हम लोग dilation operation perform करते हैं, उसके बाद हम लोग erosion operation perform करते हैं. So same example consider किया है, and so that the things will be much more clear. Hit or miss transform. Hit or miss transform, it's like the hit and miss transform allow to derive the information on how the object in the binary image are related to their surrounding. The operation requires a matched pair of the structuring element that probe inside and outside. If the particularly the region, the set of the pixel just match the structuring element, then we call it the hit, otherwise it's the miss. Basically purpose क्या रहता है, if you are looking for the certain set of the objects which are there, certain कोई region हमें चाहिए, कोई shape हम लोगों को if we have to identify, तो that time we are applying the hit or miss transform. So morphologically filtering use करते हैं. if we are looking for the particular kind of the pattern in the from the image. So that time we are using this morphological operations. So that's all is there in the first unit. Basically in the first unit we discussed about what is a computer vision, what is an image processing, how computer vision and image processing comes into the picture, what is the difference between the computer vision, image processing, computer vision model, application, what is a region, brightness, pixel, what is a sampling, quantization, different approaches that we are using. And last and the most important is the morphological image processing. The morphological image processing we are using, and for the morphological image processing different operations that we are performing. First one is the erosion and the dilation, hit or miss transform, opening and closing, and the compound operation we are performing over the image. That's all is there in the today's session. In case if you are having any doubts, queries related to the first unit, let me know. Thank you.